So in this video, I'm going to explain you 7 of the things from my own mistakes in my e-commerce journey and how you can literally avoid them in your own journey in your e-commerce. It will save you help, time, money and energy knowing these things and knowing how to avoid them in your own journey. So make sure to check the whole video. My name is Robin. I currently have 5 years e-commerce experience and I started in early 2019. Therefore, I had many success factors, but also many failures during all those years. The reason I make this tweet is I wished for it back then when someone told me this kind of things, so I know exactly where to look out for and how to avoid certain things that cost time, energy and money, and literally shortcut the way to more profit knowing this kind of things from someone with experience, right? Okay, without further ado, let me dive right into the mind map on Twitter and show you exactly what kind of things I came up with during the many years of the e-commerce experience. So this is the mind map that I created for you, and I will touch on 7 of the things I wished for that I knew from the start, right? Topic number 1 is how to avoid saturated niches. So all the way in the beginning, it's quite common to literally copy and paste other dropshippers, but you don't realize that you kind of copy and paste people that are operating in a saturated niche, right? So it's very important as a beginner to realize what kind of products and niches you want to tap on and which one not, because some niches are quite competitive, and that also means that it comes with a higher competitiveness in terms of cost per click, engagement, CPMs and things like that you face in the marketing or Google Ads platforms, right? So the thing is, like, if you're selling a product that's available everywhere or many people are actually selling this product, it makes no sense to try to start with a small budget as a beginner to also tap in this kind of industries, because at some point I understand that you would like to do so, but at the other point I would like to let you know, like, if it's a saturated niche and many products are being sold like exactly the same as you're kind of drop shipping or try to create a band, it doesn't really make sense to also tap in this industry as a beginner. So the only way you can make this kind of things work is to either avoid this kind of niche or either operating with a big budget so you can push out other people on auction platforms on social media like Facebook or Instagram, for example. All right, the second thing I didn't realize when I started back then with e-commerce is that you need to have a certain capital or a cash flow to start with, right? Because sometimes it takes a few days for payment processors to pay out your fees, and therefore you need to upfront invest in kind of team costs. You need to invest upfront in product costs and other marketing costs. So you need to make sure to have enough buffer to cover all this cost before a payout, because sometimes with dropshipping the payouts can be delayed, let's say after 1 week or 2 weeks for PayPal, Klarna and other credit cards. So you need to make sure to have this kind of capital in the beginning to operate in this kind of time perspective as well. Because let's say if you only have cash flow for a week and you want to operate on a month-to-month basis with enough cash flow to have marketing and get the products out for a supplier, you need to have enough capital to actually do that. So over miscalculating in the e-commerce is quite common. I did it myself as well. Like all the way in the beginning, I tried to save costs and therefore didn't install applications to run profit and check how much profit I have left in the bank after all team costs, product costs, software costs, everything like that. So I was calculating with the spreadsheet and I actually was miscalculating for around 10%. And after like 500k of revenue, I realized that something was a little bit off, but that was also kind of time when it already was too late, right? So I would highly recommend to use softwares like Meitoric or BeProfit. I would also leave a link in the description for this kind of software, because it's going to help you massively out by knowing exactly what kind of cost goes where and how to exactly calculate the profit from there. So the third thing I wish for that I knew from the start to avoid this common mistake is having a weak testing strategy, right? As a beginner, in dropshipping, it's quite common to copy and paste other people. As I said before, you try to rip their like content and therefore you're like one size fits all, and actually visitors from social media platforms or from Google are not interested in that, right? So having a weak testing strategy is literally set you up for failure. You're going to spend marketing costs while no one is interested, right? So that's why testing products is so important, especially with the new angle. Now with AI coming in the picture, you can change the pictures on Canva, change the background, make it more interesting and appealing with different product benefits and features. So you literally have to stand out, because if you push a new like image or video in the market or social media or on Google, you literally have lower advertising costs and therefore you reach more people for the same amount of money, and therefore the chance is higher that you make profit from it, right? So that's a more solid kind of testing strategy, and that is actually also the only way how you can unlock a winning ad. Because if you're pushing the same images like what everyone else is doing, the CPM, so the marketing marketing cost on Facebook will be so much higher than a new image that it's very hard to operate on a profit with this kind of testing strategy, right? So having a weak testing strategy from the start set you up for failure. I always recommend to start with Google first, because you can test more products at the same time for your budget. And on the side, you can do Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, or TikTok, or whatever to push and try to make new content as well. And also what really benefits nowadays is that you have many UGC platforms, so user-generated content. For a few bucks, you can literally let someone else make a new video for you, touching on a winning product. So let's say you have 20 or 30 sales from a product. You ask a content creator to make a UGC video for you, and bam, you have a better testing strategy. You have a new video that's unseen in the market, and therefore there's a much higher potential for you to actually scale this product profitable to, let's say, 100K or more in a month. Thing number 4 from the e-commerce mistakes that I made early in the beginning is having a poor website design, right? You make a website, you want to be live as quickly as possible. Therefore, you don't touch on special important things like trust badges, and actually then you have a poor website design in the eyes of conversion. So if you have a low conversion rate, what means the amount of 100 people that are converting and buying something from you, you also have less profit at the end of the day, right? So you need to make sure that your website is as clean as possible, with many important things, features and products on the product page, and also other features like trust badges and like high quality product pages, right? So make sure to put enough time in that before you go live to set yourself up for success as well. And also what I want to touch on in a poor website design is also having a good navigation also helps to convert people on your website, right? Because if the navigation menu is quite good, you have all legal pages there, you have contact pages and collection pages, you make it literally easier for people to buy on your website. And that brings me to step number 5, what I wished for, I know in the beginning, to avoid failures in the e-commerce career, is to know what kind of cost you're spending to acquire first customer, right? Let's say your profit margin is 20 euros, but your cost to acquire new customers also 20 euros, you're operating in a break-even strategy. Then it's really important to have the lifetime value of your customer, which means are they going to buy a second or a third time from you? Because then that's where the profit is made. But by many e-commerce websites and many dropshipping websites, they only acquire a customer one time. So if your profit is 20 euros and the marketing cost to acquire this customer is also 20 euros, you are operating in a break-even or actually a loss in the bad days. You can increase the lifetime value by doing the right remarketing on social media platforms or like Google, and having a proper email marketing setup as well to send emails with the right value for right products and nice offers to increase the lifetime value and bring back more profit from people that buy from you for the first time and will buy from you more and more and more time with remarketing and email strategy. All right, that brings me to step number 6, not having an irresistible offer. What this actually means and what I did wrong is that I tried to push the same offer as anyone else, maybe a little bit cheaper, and therefore cut out my own profit margin, right? So I can make you a good sample for this. For example, many years ago, I was selling a dog bed, let's say for 50 euros. So one dog bed for 50 euros. And while the same dog bed in the shop also costs 50 euros, and it costed like 50 euros for other shops in the e-commerce as well. I literally didn't create an offer or for people to buy from me actually, because it wasn't one size fits all product, and like my offer wasn't appealing enough for people to actually buy from me. And then my friend later on, a few months later, pushed the same products and he did the offer like buy 2 get 1 for free. He's increased his revenue like for 500k that month, while I didn't do more than 20k with my offer. So that is actually the sample I would like to make here. If you're selling something different than everyone else, it's already the first USP and it's already good to stay in the market. But if you're selling the same product like everyone else at the same price point, it's setting up yourself for failure, and you need to make sure to have an appealing offer that people really think like, holy shit, this is the moment I need to buy this product right now. Otherwise, I miss out on a huge offer that I cannot get on other websites or in any shop around the corner. So now is the time I need to buy this product, right? Buy 2 dog beds, get 1 for free is literally a sick offer. And back then I didn't realize that the offer was so important. I just said that the marketing wasn't working or anything else, like other reasons, right? So this is why it's so important to have a good offer and also spend time researching what others are doing, so you can find like the gap in the market and make sure to touch on this with your marketing offer as well and make it appealing to straight buy from you after seeing your website, right? So topic number 7 is a really important one to make more revenue and more profit, right? In the beginning of your e-commerce journey, you're only focusing on the first sale, whereas the profit from big brands are made by the second, third, and 100th sale from the same product to the same customer, right? Because first they acquire a customer with marketing costs upfront, and then they earn it back every single time that they come back, right? So what I didn't understand in my e-commerce journey all the way in the beginning is to have high product quality, returning customers, and real profit from these returning customers with less effort. I was only spending my energy, time, and money by acquiring the first time customer, and then afterwards they would never come back, right? And that's actually where real brands and real dropshippers make profit, by delivering a high service, high product quality, so people keep coming back. And that's what separates good brands and good dropshippers from the bad ones, is that if they come back to the other people, they are not coming back to you. So it doesn't matter how much marketing cost you spend, actually, they will always come back to the people that have this kind of things on point. And that wraps up the video for 7 of the things I wish for knowing before starting my e-commerce journey that costed me many time, money, and energy. Knowing this kind of things will shortcut your way to more profit and literally more success, knowing the right strategy. I will leave a link for you in the description to my free e-commerce knowledge center, and you can literally find everything that you need to know to succeed in e-commerce, and from my own experience learn that and applying straight into your own business as well. My name is Robin. Thank you for watching this video, and if you would like to have more valuable videos, watch the recommendations videos after this, where I touch more on Google Ads and other important things that you need to know for your e-commerce journey. See you on the winning side.